I'm Ricky, and you're watching Hot Rod Madness.
If you've ever been blinded by the chrome of a classic ride, ever dreamed of owning a ground-pounding street machine, you've got it. Hot Rod Madness. At Hot Rod Madness, we believe every car has a story, whether it's a weekend cruiser or a trophy-winning classic. Here to bring you those stories is the host of Hot Rod Madness, Tim the Milkman, along with the Hot Rod Madness crew. It's time for Hot Rod Madness to get into that Christmas spirit at the Toys for Tots drive at Coker Tire Company in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Let's hit the road with the HRM crew and their friends from Bremen, Georgia, as they cruise to Chattanooga for great fun, great rides, and a fantastic cause.
Hey, welcome back to Hot Rod Madness. Look who I'm standing next to. You never know where you run into this guy.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. You're Hot Rod Madness, and I'm not mad. I'm always glad to be around you, Milkman. But
well, all right, cool.
You know, I just came in, drove my old Honest Charlie Speed Shop truck in here. We're doing a cruise in today, right here in November. And it's a really special cruise in, right here in the south side of Chattanooga.
It is.
And you've come up here. Did you bring the toys for?
I did, yes.
Did you?
Dollar Bill and myself, we donated a little remote control hot rod car apiece for some kid that ain't gonna get a whole lot or hardly anything for Christmas, you know. So
Toys for Tots
and
Marine Corps Toys for Tots. We're doing a cruise in. Car people are the best people in the world.
Aren't they though?
They are best people in the world, and the folks in the South. Car people in the South are the best of the best because we all have a heart, we have fun, we're passionate about what we do. And this cruise in is about Toys for Tots for the Marine Corps Toys for Tots drive. So everybody that has a car, everybody that comes to play and look at all these cruise in cars are bringing toys. And there is a pile of toys out there for these underprivileged children that are not getting toys.
I did notice the pile is growing. I mean, there's a lot of people donating to the cause today, and I'll encourage anybody, this Christmas, put somebody else before yourself, and join the car club people. I mean, like you said, they're a wonderful bunch of people. I mean, you can't get no better.
You can't get no better than car guys.
Yeah.
Because car guys are passionate about what they do, and, you know, we all enjoy being with our family. So there's another thing that I'd like to encourage you to do is get your old car, get your hot rod out, and take your family, go for a drive Sunday afternoon, get your car out. And you know what's best about that, Milkman?
What?
The best thing about that, when you get your car out and you're driving with your family, is you're not only with your family, you're wearing out tires.
You wearing out tires? I knew you was going to get
I like that. I love it when people wear out tires.
Those white wall tires on the Honest Charlie pickup.
Absolutely. You can enjoy your family. You can enjoy being in God's wonderful outdoors, but better than that, you're wearing out tires.
You're wearing out tires.
I love that.
So y'all can feed them some more.
So my grandkids will eat tomorrow.
Right. Okay.
You know, I need to sell some more. I'm just, you know, I'm in the habit of selling tires real regular like.
Well, I will tell you this. The whole Coker Tire thing has reached a lot of shows, a lot of people, because you see Coker Tire everywhere nowadays. And,
I hope so.
And maybe Hot Rod Madness can help you out with a little bit more of that.
Hey, well, thank you.
We would love to work with you, sir.
You know, we love you, Milkman and Dollar Bill.
Well,
you guys do Hot Rod Madness. You guys are doing some good stuff. Just get, you know, I hope, you know, you tell your friends and go online and watch them. And watch all the episodes. So what is there? 23 episodes now? Is there?
Well, we're up to 200 episodes on.
200.
Yeah, 200. There is a lot of video.
Man, that's a whole lot. And you guys are paying for all that videotape. I guess it's digital now, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. We're on YouTube, and everybody knows if you want to go worldwide immediately, get on YouTube.
I was spinning that YouTube down the other day and trying to make it go faster, and you know, I couldn't understand how to, you know, in that Twitter thing.
Twitter.
You know, I'm going to do the Twitter, honey. I don't
He just
understand any
invented
of
a
that.
move. He just invented a dance.
It's the Twitter.
It's the Coker Tire Twitter. How you do that?
No, that's a Corky Twitter.
The Corky Twitter. Okay, right here in CORKYVILLE.
Yeah,
Well, hey, listen. You know the man's going to throw another cruise in. What's the date? Somewhere in the summer.
sometime in April. Yeah,
Okay.
but we usually do it the first weekend in April. So
boy.
you check it out. It's the ChattanoogaCruiseIn.com. If you go in and you'll see the date, it'll be online. It's on that worldwide ultraweb or whatever it is. You type in,
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
ChattanoogaCruiseIn.com. The first weekend in April, come. Last year we had about 1,500 cars,
Yeah.
15,000 people. There's food, there's music, there's all kinds of stuff. Here in November, we don't quite have that many cars because there's a bunch of weenies out that won't drive their cars when it's a little chilly out. It was 37 degrees this morning.
It was kind of chilly, yeah. But we brought.
But you're here, ain't you?
Yeah, well, we brought a bunch of friends with us too. We all drove up from Bremen. We all got in a line.
I didn't know you had any friends. I just thought you had a lot of people that knew you.
Yeah, I do have one or two friends. Dollar Bill. And,
I'll be your friend, Milkman.
all right, I got a new friend.
I'll be your friend.
It's Corky, my friend. All right. Well, we appreciate you, sir. We appreciate what you do.
Thanks for bringing up all the people that know you, or at least the 3.5 friends that you have.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
appreciate it.
I got to do something to to keep my thing going.
Keep
here.
your reputation
Yes,
up.
Yeah, three buddies. That's
Yeah, I understand. Me
you,
too.
Chris and Dollar Bill buddies.
Yeah, that's about it. We've got a new program. Be Milkman's friend. Tell somebody else about his videos on that YouTube and Twitter. And
This guy.
and
You know we're going to
make a friend of Milkman.
Yeah,
Tell somebody about the Milkman
Yeah, do that.
in this show.
You know we're going to have to chop, cut, and rebuild this video here.
No, you won't. If you don't have any guts if you don't play at full speed all the way from end to end.
All right.
Ain't no
We
cutting.
got all this.
See, Dollar Bill agrees.
All this is going to go then.
Chris agrees. So every bit of it
All
from
right.
start to finish, and we're just about through now, aren't we, Milkman?
Well, we're wrapping it up
Okay,
slowly.
well,
We're doing good.
Okay.
Corky, it's always a blast to talk to you, buddy.
Hey,
This is cool.
people have more fun than anybody.
Yeah,
and if you're not a car guy, you need to be a car guy because why? Because I need to sell you tires
He's going to sell you some tires.
and
by golly.
wheels and maybe some parts from Hot Rod.
If you come up here to the Coker Tire Museum, exactly where we're standing now, you're going to have some fun, and especially if you meet this guy in here. You're going to have some fun, right?
Well, I hope so.
So-
People have more fun than anybody. And get out there and drive your cars.
That's right.
We love you.
Drive
Come
those
see
cars.
us and check out all the videos you see on this Knuckleheads show.
Cut. David, how are you, man?
Good, young man. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, welcome to the Coker Tire Cruise In.
It's good to be here.
That's an awesome ride you got,
Well,
sir.
I certainly appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I mean, I really wouldn't want to see this thing coming up behind me in the rearview mirror.
Well, I've intimidated a few.
I bet you have. Wow. What inspired you to build a ride like this?
My
man?
son, he never missed a day of school in 10 years, wanted something special. He drawed it on paper and
Really?
said, Daddy, that's what I want. I said, son, I guess we'll have to build that, won't we? So that's how it come about.
Man, what a ride. Now, what body did you use?
It's a 39 Plymouth coupe, business coupe.
Okay.
Had to cut 13 inches off the bottom. It was growed to the ground. So,
Wow. Okay.
We
That's one of them. It might have trees growing up through it.
it did
and stuff,
have.
right?
It did have. Yeah, it's coming through the door. We had to whittle quite a while to get that sucker out.
I'll bet you did.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So does it have a nickname?
Yeah, he calls it Franken car.
Really?
Calls
Your
it
son
Franken.
named it. He
Yes,
designed
sir.
it.
Yep.
Dad
Yep.
built it.
Daddy's the bank.
Wow.
Yep.
That is awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's 8V71 Detroit diesel,
Okay.
13-speed transmission, 276 gear rear.
Okay.
Get out there about 128 mile an hour and fun to do.
Dude, you hacked up a 18-wheeler.
Yeah, it's got pieces of everything from skidders to
Yeah,
big
yeah.
trucks. Yeah.
That is awesome, dude.
Yes, sir.
All right, where are you from, man?
Crossville, Tennessee.
Crossville, Tennessee. This is what they do up in Tennessee with all the junk they got laying around,
That's
right?
exactly right.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
sir.
I'm looking at some monster wheels and tires here.
That's 445 super singles off a big truck.
Yeah. Wow, when you see this thing rolling down the road, man, that's just terror, man. You could be on that movie called Road Warriors.
Yeah, it'd be
right?
fun, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd trash it on there.
Yeah, man. Oh, God. Thing's awesome, dude.
Weighs 9,750 pounds.
All right, so you've been under the scales.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you weighed it.
Yep. I pity the one that pulls out in front of me and gets to floss my
Ooh,
teeth.
Man, I tell you. Well, if they see you coming, they probably won't pull out in front of this thing.
Yes, sir.
I'm digging the console, man. I'm looking in there going, wow, all that sheet metal, that's all handcrafted
It
by
is.
you.
Yes, sir. That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay, step a little closer. Let's check it out.
Yes, sir.
You got all the necessary switches and everything. Pop
Yes,
the
sir.
door, man. Let's check this out. Look at that. All right.
Of course, it's air brake steel. I got
Yeah.
the brake valve on the steering column. It locks the front brakes. I got jake brake switch and air headlight switch, fan switch, 13-speed transmission, tall shifter,
Yes,
train
sir.
horn, siren, the necessities, I guess you got to
Okay.
have.
Where'd those seats come out of? Those look familiar. Let me think. A Ford Focus.
Yeah,
No?
actually a Prius, I think is what some
Prius,
Yes,
okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
Wow. You had to build the entire floor pan for this thing.
The whole entire car, frame and all. It's roll caged on top, and
Gotcha. Okay.
it's tubed throughout the whole car. The first 5 foot of frame is actually the fifth wheel section of a Peterbilt.
Okay. Wow. That's just crazy, man.
Well, I appreciate it.
Wow.
I appreciate it.
All right. So did you drive this thing all the way from Crossville, Tennessee?
Shoot, yeah, we've had it
Yeah.
everywhere. We drove it out. A one-way trip, 350 miles.
Really?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it ain't no trailer queen. It's meant to be drove and
Yeah.
played with.
Okay. You can see over the motor. You can drive it quite well.
Barely.
Barely.
Barely, yeah.
Because I'm looking at where you're sitting, man. Everything's above your, almost
Yes, sir.
above your eye line.
It's a 40 feet blind spot in front of it.
Wow. Okay,
Yes, sir.
you got to be careful.
You got to be
Yeah.
careful.
Yeah.
And have good insurance.
Yeah.
And have some connection with law to get out of it.
All right, you know what to do.
Yes, sir.
Yep, I'm looking at your pedals. They all look handcrafted.
Yeah, I
Your-
just
your-
welded them.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The whole dash is
Yeah,
welded together.
I tried to make the dash look like a 359 Peterbilt. I'm
Yeah.
a big truck junkie, so.
Okay. All right, step forward. Let's look at this
Yes,
motor
sir.
before I go, man. Wow, what we got going on here, man?
Like
Yeah.
I say, 8V71
Yeah, yeah.
Detroit diesel.
Wow.
2-stroke. They're
Okay.
They ain't a standard, and you see all the oil. It
Yeah.
burns about a gallon of oil every 200 miles.
Burns.
So,
I'm looking at it dripping down the pipes
yeah,
here and everything.
It's slobbery. It's like an old dog. It marks
like
its
an old
tracks everywhere. It marks its place where it goes.
Yep,
Yeah.
I hear you.
And then the radiator's out of a skidder. Front leaf springs are out of a 9000 Ford
looks like
unelliptical.
Yeah, it looks like they're cut off.
Yes, sir. I did. I just used the half of the spring.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Well, I guess that's all you need.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that first
right.
half's the best half.
Okay.
Yeah.
What we have here, is that a siren?
That's an old siren.
Yeah, does it
Yeah.
work?
Oh yeah. Shoot. Yeah.
I want you to fire this thing up. Let's
All
listen
right.
to it run and hit that siren, man. Let's hear it. Love that chain steering wheel. I guess he made the steering wheel as well. Oh, that's loud. That's so loud. Dude,
Quit in a day or two.
that's a nightmare on wheels, dude.
Yes,
This
sir.
thing is incredibly loud.
Well, yeah, it's a little noisy. We keep our earmuffs
Yeah, I bet.
for just them travel trips.
All right, one more thing. Grab
Yes,
that
sir.
steering wheel. I want to look at it. Look at this steering wheel. This is what he drives this thing with. Now, did you weld up every little single link?
Yes, sir. All on the inside. You can see
Yeah.
all welds on the inside. I laid
Yep.
it around a 5-gallon bucket and didn't think I was really going to be able to use it, but it's actually quite comfortable.
Yeah, it looks functional.
Yes, sir. It is.
Yeah.
Get mugged somewhere, I just whack somebody with it, so
shoot, yeah,
it's
you
protection
could-
too.
yeah,
See.
You could use that for a boat anchor.
Yeah, absolutely,
A
yeah, yeah.
weapon, whatever.
There's a dent in it right here. That's my wife's head.
That's your-
Yeah.
oh,
She
come on.
listens. She listens now. She don't back talk.
What'd she do? Try to drive this thing off?
No, I won't let her drive it.
All right, man. Hey, dude, I appreciate you showing
Yes,
your
sir.
ride on Hot Rod Madness
Appreciate
today,
you.
buddy.
Yes, sir.
All
Thank
right,
you much.
you have a great time at the show.
Yes, sir.
Stand back. Woo, I feel the heat off there. Oh, yeah. How you doing, Chris?
How you doing?
All right,
Glad to
sir.
meet you.
Tell us a little bit about the event going on here
This
today.
year we're trying to raise money to get to SEMA next year. This is our 11th place team in the nation,
Oh, yeah,
the Rankin team. We got 2 teams we're trying to pick up, just to get support for to go to take 2 teams to SEMA next year in Vegas.
Yeah.
And this year we're going to PRI in December the 7th.
Okay. And what school is this from?
This is Sequoia High School.
Sequoia High School.
Yes, sir.
All right. Here in Chattanooga?
Yes, sir.
All right. Looks like they're doing a heck of a job there, buddy.
We're trying to do the times.
Yeah,
We're trying to keep the times down to 19, 18. Fastest time right now is around 17.
Wow. There is a record to beat, aren't
Yes,
there?
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, how many schools are going to be in competition with this here?
There's like 128 schools.
That's a lot of
across the nation.
competition. These guys got to be on their game.
Right.
This is cool. I'd love to go to SEMA and watch this. This is
So
great.
we'll be there in PRI show in Indianapolis in
All right.
December.
That is super cool, man. Hey, future hot rodders of America right here, buddy, unfolding. This is cool. There's Corky taking up a collection for him, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, we completed this build.
Good. Maybe we'll get the time in just a minute.
Okay.
Can you find out the time right quick?
Find a time. Lindy, what's the time? 2011.
2011.
Yes, sir.
All right. How does that compare, man?
It's in the money, but it ain't fast enough.
Okay. All right. Practice, right?
Practice.
Maybe they'll get it next time. All right. We appreciate you, sir, and what
you,
you're
bro.
doing. Dan, how are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, man. Welcome to Coker Tire Cruising here it's the Toys for Tots event, right?
Thank you, it is.
We all donated toys, man, and the whole time I'm growing up, man, I've always wanted a Corvette like you got, dude.
Yeah, I did too.
Wow, that is awesome. You did too, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
And you found one, man.
I did.
I walked up on this thing right off the bat, and I'm looking at the road rash and patina to it, and I'm going, man, that thing, there's a story behind it. It's got to be. Tell us about your Corvette, buddy.
Yeah, this car was raced in the 60s as a B-gas with a 427 injected big block with a 4-speed.
Okay.
And it kind of made its way across the country, and I bought it in Texas. I was looking for a car to make a gasser out of, but this car was an old gasser.
Yeah.
So I really liked, like you said, the patina, the paint. Nothing shiny or chrome on it much.
Wow. So it was a real race car. It's a true survivor gasser race car from the 60s.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I don't know the guy's name yet that owned it. I've been trying to track down the history on
Right.
it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it was raced at 68 Winter Nationals, I believe. I have a picture of it
Okay.
in B-gas, like I said, with a big block, 4-speed stack injection, straight axle.
Man, that is so outrageous.
It is.
That's so cool to find one in this shape that's still alive and kicking. Do you drive it on the street all the time?
I can drive it on the street. It's street
Yeah,
legal,
okay.
has lights and
Yeah.
whatnot. I also race it occasionally.
Golly, I'd love to be cruising around in that on the weekends, right?
Well,
Man.
it's kind of hard to get around without people wanting to stop and talk about it.
Yeah,
which
you're
is
right.
fine.
Yeah, you'd be a one-man car show at every gas station, you know?
Absolutely.
All right, so what year did you say it was?
It's a 1957.
A 57. And it's, that is super cool, man. So whoever put the front axle and all under it, is that the one that it came with, or did you change anything like that?
No, the axle had been taken out from under it. And the front end bolts under these cars.
Okay.
And somebody had put a 54 Chevrolet passenger car front end under it.
Wow.
Which is the same thing.
Okay.
And I took it out. I put the axle back under it.
Yeah.
I wanted it restored back like it
Yep.
was when it was raced.
Yep, that's what I would do too. Restore it back to when it was in its glory days. Yeah, it's got flames painted on. Yeah, it's kind of pinstriped up with flames and stuff. Dude. So big block, tunnel ram, 2 4s. That's just awesome. I mean, oh man, looking at this thing. Let's check out the interior. You can see the big old tack on the dash.
Yeah.
Got the original style seats in it.
Yes,
Got the
whole stock interior dash,
Yeah.
all the gauges except one gauge has been changed.
Mm-hmm.
The tachometer was on there, no telling how old it is. The steering wheel I moved, when I put the straight axle under it, I did move it forward a little bit, and it's got a little bit smaller wheel on it.
Okay.
These things are very restrictive inside.
Well, I'm looking at this thing, and I'm imagining myself trying to drive this thing, and you're looking straight up in the air when you're in the seat, man. Does that affect you at all trying to get around the street?
Nah, you're not going to go very far in it.
Okay.
15, 20, 30 miles to a cruise in.
Yeah, because you got a big bug catcher in your way. You can't really see the road, can you?
Well, you'd have to put a gas tank on there as big as the trunk to go very far in it.
Yes, I hear you. Wow, that's really cool, man. I love this thing. I love the stance. I love the way it's sitting. Because you know what? You'll catch a lot of flack from the old Corvette guys.
Oh,
Dude, you ruined that car.
A couple of things that really stood out to me when I saw the car, when I first started looking at it, these had been trimmed.
Oh,
and
yeah?
I knew that probably this thing had been raced at some point in time.
Yeah.
And then I got these Coker tires, which are old pie crust type cheater slicks, and they're street tires. And I just had to have them to go on there because they really cement the look.
Yeah, they might have trimmed the fenders up a little.
Yeah, they trimmed them.
Yeah, wow.
Still has the original 57 Pontiac rear end under it was raced with.
Okay.
The old homemade ladder bars, everything's still under it.
Yeah, do you know what gear ratio that might be?
The one that's in it right now is really high. It has a changeable center section.
Okay.
So the one that's in it right now is probably a passenger car. It's 2-something gears.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to be in it and run as fast as it'd run.
Man, wow. Yeah, you know, make you feel a little insecure there.
It's amazing to me how fast it runs an eighth mile like it is with the gear.
So you got on it before, hadn't you?
Oh, yeah. It runs low 730s like it sits, which would convert to 1120s quarter mile.
Wow. Well, all right, man. That's a fantastic old Survivor. How's it going, man?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, sir. What's your name?
I'm Drew Ellis.
Okay, Drew. Couldn't help but notice the unique vehicle you cruise up in here.
Thank you.
It's right-hand drive. This thing is super long.
Yes, sir.
It's got a canvas top, and it's in like nothing I've seen.
Yeah.
Tell us about it, man.
It's a 1979 Toyota Land Cruiser.
Okay.
The model is HJ45.
45. Okay.
The 40 is the short wheelbase, and the 45 is the long wheelbase.
Yeah.
And so the 79 is the last year of the 45. In 80, they went to a 47, which is the same, just updated. It's got power brakes and some other odds and ends. This doesn't have.
Okay.
And it would have come from Toyota, and then it went to Australia. And then in Australia, there's a company called Traca, and they do the camper conversions, kind of like Westphalia with Volkswagens or Winnebago.
Okay.
And so they would have done that. They put two diesel tanks in it. It's a factory diesel.
Wow. Okay.
So they put 2 diesel tanks in it for, I'd say the range on it's maybe 700 miles.
Yeah.
And they put a water tank in it. You can see it on that side, and it's got a spigot underneath it. And it would have had a full camper interior with cabinets and a stove and couch and stuff like that. But somebody took it out and put the bench seats in it.
Okay.
So
somebody running through the outback would have a vehicle like this.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't see this stuff over in the States here very much.
No.
Yeah. It's still right-hand drive, is it? Mm-hmm. That's crazy to drive around in, ain't it?
It's kind of odd. You get kind of used to it.
Yeah.
The hardest thing is the turn signal is on your right hand instead of your left hand.
Yeah, you might forget where everything is.
Yeah.
Step on over here. Let's look at this thing. How hard is it to open the hood and get a peek at the motor?
Real easy.
Oh, good.
Real easy.
Yeah, pop the top on that thing. All right. A little Lotus cruising by there. Unique vehicle as well. Oh, yeah, look. Looks all original under here. That's
this is the engine's called a 2H. And from the factory, it would have been a 1H or just an H.
Yeah.
And somebody put the 2H in it. The previous owner put the 2H in it, and it's got a little more power. Inline 6, diesel. Pretty slow, but it pulls the big cruiser just fine. So.
Yeah, the master cylinder and brake boosters on the other side.
Yeah, your pedal's just right there. So direct into the pedal.
Wow.
No power steering. Drum brakes all around.
Such a simple vehicle, but how rare here, you know?
Yeah.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've really been liking it. My wife and I have had it for 8 or 9 months.
Okay.
So
you like oddball vehicles, don't you, man?
yeah, it's definitely an oddball.
It is.
But I like it. People always asking about it. And
Yep.
It's a fun car.
Yep.
So
You might could go run through a river with this thing and still be okay, right?
oh yeah, 4-wheel drive works great. Yeah. Take it on the trails every once in a while.
Well, you got the exhaust up here on the fender, man. You can submerge this thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Check out this Jeep, dude.
I'm liking it. That thing.
Little small block Chevy on his Jeep. That's cool. Hey, you never know what you'll see at Coker Tire Cruise in, buddy. That Torino is dressed up like the Dukes of Hazzard car. All right.
Yeah.
Wow, that is awesome. Dude, pop the door open. I want to look inside this thing right quick.
Go for it.
All right, the windshield lays down. You got that extra space. You can stand up in this thing. Yeah, man, you could go camping and all kinds of crap in this thing. That's cool. Oh, the interior's quite clean.
Yeah. Not a lot to it, so
Yeah, like I said, real simple, but very usable. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
You can do whatever in this thing.
got seat belts for 11 people, so
11 people.
yeah, you
Yeah.
and 10 of your friends can go anywhere you want to go.
All right, mate.
So, yeah.
We can go do the Outback.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So,
Wow, that's really cool, man. I appreciate you showing your ride on Hot Rod Madness, buddy.